I am gonna try. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. There we go. Good morning, you guys. I'm gonna try to get a device, get a holder that's a little bit higher for this car. Oh shoot. Okay, I don't know what just went on here with the seatbelt. Seatbelt was acting all crazy. Don't know how and why it was, but nevertheless, we moving. Um, oh shoot, be careful because I just filled this tank up. Um, I wanted to talk about um jealousy and signs of a hating friend. Let me tell you something. Jealousy is very common. People don't talk about how common jealousy really is. Jealousy is a natural thing. It comes in from time to time, and I will disagree with a lot of people because they say if you see jealousy from someone that is your friend or something like that, that you should get rid of them. I totally disagree. I used to say yes, I believe that, but I totally disagree once I started learning the truth about jealousy. Sometimes, a lot of times, jealousy comes from admiration of the things and the person that you are and just aspiring to be them. Sometimes, and when I say jealousy, sometimes that jealousy, because it is characterized as jealousy, sometimes jealousy will motivate you to get up and be the person that you are called to be. Not to mimic, but it'll stir something up inside of you. Your friends should not be just your friends. This guy is out. Should not be just your friends because it's convenient, or just because you have certain things in common. When you get older, your friends are supposed to motivate you, are supposed to help you walk along that path and motivate you to do better. You guys are supposed to motivate each other. So from time to time, when you see your friend and they're doing their thing, it's going to create something inside of you to say, oh dang, I mean, I wish I could be that way, and not exactly like them, but it's going to create something inside of you, a hunger and a urging to push harder. Now, I'm not saying go exactly the same way, but it's going to give you that desire of work hard. I mean, not work hard, but get it at all means. Like, go harder in your passion. Okay? And so, I'm going to say this again. Jealousy is good. If you're not admiring someone, if it doesn't bring an urge to you, an urge or urgency to your life, then you need to be away from those people. They don't give you that, that's not your, maybe they're a mentor or mentee, but even after that, it should have that. It should have that dynamic and that fire for you to get up, raw, and to get at it, you know. And I've had this from a couple of my mentors to tell me this, that they are jealous of me in a good way, not in a good way, and to motivate them to go harder, and they inspired me to go harder. You see what I'm saying? But this story is gonna talk about a couple of topics, a couple of signs that your friend is a hater. I know this one person. I'm very selective as who I call a friend, because I'm gonna be honest, I've been scorched in the past. Live long enough, you will be scorched, okay? Especially if you have a huge group. I didn't even have a huge group, okay? I did. Never been the type of person to have a huge group. I had a lot of associates and a lot of people who know me, but the inside part and getting into me is very, very small. And so because of that, you know, I've had small groups, but I've had people just bounce up and flip out on me at the last minute, or do things. One of the things that I was brought to notice that made me record this video is because I know of this person who got mad at somebody because they said, oh, they were acting some way because they felt like they wanted them out of their house, out of their area. And but they were acting funny about it. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, we're like adults. So if somebody doesn't want you around and they feel that vibe, sometimes it takes me a minute, especially if we've been together a long time and they've shown that love. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get the signs because you always think that love is always there, which it's not. It's not always there. I'm not even gonna say it should be, because if it's not there, then it shouldn't be there. But yeah, this person talked about that. And they said, they felt some type of way, like this person was fake. And I'm sitting here like, dang, like, you was just talking about this person was so good to you, and they alleviated a lot of stress from you. And they helped you so much, and this was, a good person, and all this other stuff. And yeah, this person was just like, when they felt like their feelings were being hurt, they were like, no, like, you're like, okay, okay. And so, excuse me. I also noticed that this person, was just referring to this person just horrible. That, I can't stand fake stuff. I catch vibes, and, I don't even want to be at that place anyway. It's filthy. It's this and that. It's that. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Just a second ago, you was just talking about this person being the best thing since sliced bread. So now that's getting me to think in my head like, is this what you talk about when you're not getting satisfied from me? Is this how you're going to react when I say no to certain things? Because literally the person just said that, they weren't going to be home, so that's it. They're like, because I think she wanted to come back, and they was like, I'm not going to be home. And I had to catch myself. I'm like, look, like, you really need to grow up. But I had to catch myself, and I was just like, okay. So that's the first sign, y'all. Where you going? You going nowhere. That's the first sign, y'all. They will act as if you owe them something when you don't comply. When you don't comply with them. And not only that, they will dog you out. They will dog you out. You're the best thing since sliced bread when they're around you and when they're getting what they need from you. But the first time you say no or you're in a disagreement, you're the most horrible person in the world, And this can come sometimes when dealing with growth. But if anyone who's over 25 should know that things are not going to go your way even before then. But some people take longer times than others because they've been spoiled. They've been trained to believe that everything should go their way. And when it doesn't, everybody's hating on them. Everybody's being mean to them. Everybody's being rude to them. Like, no, life is life. It doesn't go black and white. Stop living in that fantasy world, because it really is a fantasy world. So that's the first sign. They're going to dog you out when they don't get what they want. They won't say it in your face. And let me tell you at the end of this story what happened. The girl ended up explaining to her exactly what I said. Like, no, I'm just not going to be there. And, it makes no sense for you to be in my home while I'm not there. Especially since we're friends, but we just met. Okay? Which was true. It was just, anywho, not to say that person was a bad person. You just don't know them like that. And so, yeah, that was the first dingle. Second, if this person talks about everything that you do, say little slick things, and come back and do everything that you've done, okay? Every single thing. I had a person that was like that, talked about how I dress, I've had relatives even do this. Talk about the makeup that I wore. I wear too much, blah, blah, this. Y'all tell me why. My hair, you shouldn't be wearing all that weave. It don't take all that, blah, blah, this. That's why I have my hair natural. That's why I'm natural. No, you don't wear it because you can't put it on. You don't wear it because you can't put it on. Okay? A lot of people are like that because most of the people who really feel that way and feel like I can do it natural, they don't never come to nobody. And I've had moments that are like this. Okay? I would never come up to somebody, I now wear way less makeup than I did before, and that's because of the arena and the field of work that I do. Sometimes it can take away because people are like, oh, but I would never come to somebody and judge them on what they're wearing or what they're doing, whether they wear makeup or not. I never was that person. Because for one, I don't care. That's how you look. And if how you look hurts me, as long as you clean, you fresh, you take care, I don't care. I don't care, y'all. If I feel like it's messing with your personality, then guess what? I need to be away from you, or you need to be away from me. Point blank, y'all. And this is what they'll do. They'll say, you talk about how you wearing your makeup and things like that. Okay. And do it. Third, these people will be kikiing with you, cool with you, until somebody that hates you come around and they think that they got a bigger I won't say a bigger following because that's like social media. If they got a bigger reputation that they feel that they have with them, they'll distance themselves from you and be cool with them, and then feel like they can come back to you. Oh, I've had that quite a bit, and they have no idea how I'm good at swerving people. I'm not that type of person. Let me tell y'all, I had this happen to me so many times, and they think people who do this, they'll think that they'll go to the higher person because they think that they can get something from them. And they feel like not only that, they feel like that they can come back to you once that person is over. They're going to go to the person that they feel is invaluable, who ain't going to take that stuff, who ain't going to tolerate it. So they'll be over there, they'll be kikiing, ha-ha, all that kind of good stuff. All that kind of good stuff with that person. They'll do all of that. When I say all of it, I mean just that, all of it. They will do all of it. Be in their face, and then as soon as they leave, are you okay? Are you this? No, you wasn't thinking about that then. And me, when I was younger, you try to flip on me, baby, we ain't friends no more. Matter of fact, especially if I fought the person. Especially if we lay hands and you trying to be cool with that person and they still trying to dog me all of a sudden, like, well, she tricked me, because that's how people always do, especially with bullies. Because I used to always be at least one, every school I went to, it's at least one bully who try to think because I'm quirky and I have my own way of doing things. Sometimes I'm silent. I'm very selective as who I be around. I've always been like that. And being a very peculiar person like that, people will try to bully the heck out of you. When they see that you are not a bully, you're not bully material. You can't be bullied, because I will fight you. And I'm not gonna fight you just to fight you. If I don't like you and you don't like me, I'm okay with you saying, go on about your business. The moment, y'all, the moment you think you can run up on me, we're gonna fight. Because I feel like this. Either you're gonna be my butt, or I'm gonna kick your butt. That's what it is. And these people will sit there and be buddy because they can't fight. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, usually these people who be doing this stuff can't fight. They can't fight. So they know you got hands. They know that you got, you cool, but you're not going to make a big scene. So they going to set it up to how I'm going to win. How can I win out of this situation? Let's do that. How can I win out of this situation? I'm going to be around this person. This person can't stand them. Talk crap about them. They smiling and kiki, and you walking around. They never talk to this person. All of a sudden, they talking to him. And y'all are supposed to be friends. No, you stay over there. So that's the next sign you're going to see. And let me tell you, another sign that you'll see is if you get into a disagreement. I forgot about the disagreements again. I'm going back to it. You get a disagreement with this person, y'all. And the next thing you know, they around somebody that hates you, who you know, and they know, talk mad crazy stuff about you. That was a hater already. Thank the Lord that it happened the way it did, because they're a hater. Either they're dumb, because I've had situations where I was dumb and naive, and that was early 20s, y'all. Because you're like, oh no, well maybe, if I don't like someone, they can compartmentalize, because I'm good at that. I don't like your character, but I'm not gonna do. No, because having a real friendship, you're gonna slip up. I don't really get, no, you can't do it. Can't do it. You're gonna love one and hate the other. Boom. That's what it is. And so yeah, that is a hater. And if you think somebody is on the fence, that's a clear indication. I don't deal with people who are on the fence about me. I would rather for you to hate me. I would rather for you to hate me and to say I don't like you than to be somebody, well, I don't even want to deal with you, because you the person that's going to tend to go teeter-totter on that fence. I got a lot of neighbors who are like that, and they don't understand, like, well, I've always been polite to you. But you know what? You right around this other person, this other neighbor that caused me all so much hell. You know what they did. You even said the person was crazy and wrong, but you still with them. What that mean? Birds of a feather flock together, baby. Birds of a feather. They flock together. So always remember that. Always remember that. Okay? And most of these times, I'm telling you, people who, like me, I'm able to stand on my own. I've learned how to do this since a little kid. Since a little kid, people think like you're not supposed to have rejection and everybody's supposed to be nice to you. No. That's not the real world. If you want your kids to be successful, understand and teach them how to deal with rejection. Understand and teach them that everybody that flock with you ain't for you. That everybody who put on a smile face ain't for you. That everybody who say that they love you and care for you don't. Or most people want to climb on you. And that sounds real bad, because I used to be like, no, that's not the case. And people will try to brainwash you to make you believe that. But look at the facts. So that's what you'll see in a fake person, okay? In a hater, and a fake friend, okay? Moving to the next one, y'all. I talked about how they dress. They'll talk about how you dress, how you look. The other one is going to be real simple. I've had this one and I overlooked it so much. But when I came into the realization of what it was, I got better. When you have something going good for you, and they usually are promoting and they're good, and it's dead silence. Dead silence. Now, some of y'all need to understand. Some people, that dead silence is a giveaway, and understanding that maybe it's something that they don't agree with, that you haven't put in the work. You haven't put in the work for it. Say for instance, you want to be a ballerina and you 35, and you haven't even trained for it, but you saying I'm gonna be on this arena at this date, in not in a reasonable time. I'm gonna be on this arena doing ballet at this time. Yeah, people are gonna get quiet. For me, I might get quiet and tell you now. Okay, that sounds reasonable. If you want to be a ballerina, you can do anything that you want, especially in this day and age. But let's be real. Where have you been doing have you been doing something behind the scenes that I haven't seen? But even then, I'm going to be like, if that's what you want to do, then you can do it. I'm not about a person who sugarcoat things, because in reality, when you want stuff to work, you have to have an analytical mind. And you have to make sure things are properly in its place. So I'm not talking about, people who haven't pushed and have a grandiose way of living of life, because we have a lot of people that are like that during this day and era. But I'm saying, let's say for instance, let's go back to the ballerina situation. You've been a ballerina, you've been practicing, you're not even in the project. You've been doing I don't know a lot about being a ballerina, but I love it. I love going to see it, but the training, no. I did a little when I used to tap. They used to teach us a lot about ballet and balancing on our feet and stuff like that. But as far as full ballerina, no way, Jose, y'all. No way. I'm a little afraid. I'm top heavy, but you know, and most of them, even the larger ballerina that we had that broke history and everything, she's kind of will like balance. Even though she's larger, she might be a little bit top heavy, but the bottom part is still soft. Listen. I mean, I got strong legs, but this the top. Okay, anyhow, so say for instance you've actually been a ballerina, you've had these things, and you say I want to go into the pros and be on center stage in about a year or 6 months or even tomorrow. I'm gonna audition for it. My thing is gonna be like, well, congratulations, like and give me the good news. I'm going to be praying for you. Give me the good news. I love it, because let me tell you, when I feel like when dreams are coming true for others, and it's around you, if you know anything about energy, anything about space, anything about the dynamic of a shift and an increase, it has no other option but to come to you. Birds of a feather flock together. That's the same thing about prosperity. That's the same thing about you have to align yourself up with the right people. The right people, okay? And so, you're going to hear dead silence from these people. Dead mother-loving silence. They're not going to try to entertain it. If you keep talking about it, they'll hiss. Why you want to talk about this little thing? I remember when I was talking about going back into pageantry and how a former close friend of mine, this is why I say I'm very selective over when I say friend, a close friend of mine, he got up and said, why are you talking about this old pageant thing? You too fat to be doing this. You too old to be doing this. You too this, y'all. And then come to find out, the next thing they really wanted to do it. They really wanted to do it. But they was scared. They was fearful. So you'll see them on Facebook putting on crowns and sashes. I'm the queen bee. I'm this, that. They try to mock you with it. All kind of stuff, y'all. But they gonna give you dead silence. Dead silence. When you see that, some people will be like, well, why are you so quiet? I used to do that. Don't question it. That is God's way of letting you know that they are not going to give you that energy that you need. They're not going to give you that confirmation. Stay away from them. That is hate. That is jealousy. That is jealousy. Not only that, you will see when you fail, they got a lot to say. They got a lot to say on the flip side. They got a lot to say. That's another way of seeing a hater. I've had this with my family, y'all. With my family, okay? They will be dead silent when I told them I wanted to be a flight attendant. I'm getting out of here. Like, the life that y'all living is not for me. I know I want something different. Not to say that it was better, but it was going to be better for me. It was going to be better for me. And I don't care. It was going to be better for me, and I'm going to do it at all costs. Because I refuse to live like I'm living now. Like I refuse. There's no way that I need to do that. You know what? I got people who said that dead silence, and people who told me, you ain't gonna do that. This ain't that. Or say, oh yeah, and mock me. And then, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna be a flirting too, and this and that. And then when I became one, oh no, when I didn't, because I applied for, no, I got the first job that I did apply for, but I applied for some other ones, y'all. Applied for some others, and I didn't get it. And they were like, dead silence, but soon, oh no, oh well, that feels good, that's okay, let me hug. Listen, all that, sometimes that comfort, they just happy that you down. They happy that you down. Some people really want you to feel better, but a lot of them people, they don't. Or they got a lot to say. You break up with somebody, Y'all been together. Y'all done had a healthy relationship. Y'all break up. They assume that y'all broken up because the person done cheated. They done had infidelity. Not saying that. Okay, maybe they part ways because life paths have changed. They've noticed some things. They got all this negative stuff. You don't need them in no way and blah blah this and this and I've seen them do it. They got all the crazy stuff to say. Hater. Hater. Okay. Last but not least, I talked about how they are around people who don't like you. But I did not talk about this, and this kind of goes hand in hand too. When they treat somebody else or strangers better than you. When they treat strangers or somebody else better than you. And when I say better than you, meaning that if you have something, they'll listen to anything that person has to say. Y'all can be talking about the same topics. When you start opening your mouth and you start talking, they got a look on their face. They rolling their eyes. They cutting you off. Oh, when they cut you off, baby, I'm good at that. When people cut you off because they think that you dumb and you don't know anything, I don't be like, oh, I can't believe you cut me off. You know what I do? Be quiet and I move on around. Because that can save you from a lot of heartache and unnecessary despair. Them people don't respect you. They don't like you. They think that you are less than. Now, there are some times when you get excited talking to someone and you can overtalk them, but you will catch yourself. You will catch yourself or eventually catch yourself. But if this happens constantly, like I want to say 2 to 3 times, understand they don't like you. They don't respect you. And that's a hater. And so hopefully these signs that I've told you guys, you can use this and apply this to your life because it's real out here. It's real. It's real. Haters are real. People out here will do the most, and then they won't come out and tell you. If you try to tell them like that's not fair, they're gonna try to make it flip it like you're the hater. So, but people will come out here in disguise just to get what they want, what they feel that they deserve, haven't worked for it. You didn't put in the time, the effort. They want something that you have. Might be connections, might be relationships, might be physical things. They want something. And they can't have it. And so, yeah. If you do have any of these signs, make some alterations in your life and see how better you feel. How much energy comes back to you. Because when I let go of some of that stuff, it did hurt. But I promise you, I felt so rejuvenated. So, yeah, try that out. I'm going to get off of here. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. Thank you.